Hello, hello, hello. Wah! Immediately messes up. Accidentally knocked my microphone. Sorry about that. That was probably really loud. It doesn't have very good. You know how some microphones have really good bounciness? Like when you hit them, they sort of just don't make a noise. They have, what is it, like suspension or something? Mine doesn't have very good, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's called. So it tends to be very loud when I move it around, so I try not to touch it, but oops. Hello. Today we are playing the original Legend of Zelda, if it wasn't clear by the title and the game category and the fact that it's literally on my screen right now. I have decided that today we are just going to get right into it, just start it right away, because it's gonna be mainly a lot of just doing the same thing over and over and over again because I'm bad at the game, so we can just talk while I do that. I feel like it would be more efficient to just start right away, since it's probably gonna be, I'm probably gonna be stuck in this dungeon the whole entire time, honestly, or at the very least not finishing a second one. But welcome in. Hello Bunkum, welcome. We're chilling on this fine, what is it, Tuesday? I don't even know the day. Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. We're chilling on this fine Wednesday. I'm gonna mute the volume of this. So it shouldn't. Okay, good. There we go. How have you been? Okay. And then do this. Gotta balance all the volume levels. My day has consisted of waking up, getting burnt to a crisp. I woke up, pulled out my Japanese grammar guide, pulled out my notebook, and have been taking notes since I woke up. And now I'm playing Zelda. And I ate chili. So that's what I've done, and I already died. Oh, I forgot how to play this game. That's how today has been for me, at least. I will say, writing in Japanese was really hard at first, but I feel like I'm already getting a lot better at it. It really is just a lot of practice. I mean, that's how anything is, but honestly, I think it's worth learning because it's really not that hard. Like, it'll take a while at first, but you give it like a month or something of like writing sometimes and like practicing, and you'll pretty much be there good enough to just have writing. And also you'll get pretty fast at it. Like, honestly, I already feel like I can do most of the, I guess, symbols fairly quickly. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Timothy, the plant, is still alive. No signs of decay, no signs of brown. Very good. I probably should water him soon. I sort of been forgetting. I'm not a good parent. It's hard because, again, he's just on the windowsill. I don't see him. I have to hide him from the cats, which means out of sight, out of mind. Dig Dogger hates certain kinds of sound. Oh yeah, this is the one you need the flute in. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, then the arrow, I remember. Then the arrows kill the bunnies, and currently I'm looking for the flute. Although, I feel like I should have already found it, but, well, whatever. I honestly don't remember what I was doing very much. All I did was play video games today. You know what? That feels like a great day also. Both very, very fun days. I mean, honestly, I know I said I was like studying grammar, but it was pretty fun. I enjoy it, so it didn't feel tiresome. But, well, what video games were you playing? That's a very important question. Once I stop streaming today, after I finish streaming and playing Zelda and hopefully beating this dungeon, I will be playing Infinity Nikki all night. I am going to be playing for an excessive amount of time because there are multiple events that end in about 19 hours. I'm really good at doing the events, like, in a timely manner. Because, yeah, they end at about 18 hours, and I have not done any of them at all. Like, not even started them. So that's what I'm doing for the rest of tonight. I'm really bad at gacha games. Nothing but Project Zomboid. I honestly don't know what that is. I'm gonna look it up. I also been playing a lot of Minecraft. Project Zomboid. Oh, I see. It's sort of okay. I see. It's one of those, like, I mean, obviously that sort of what it sounds like, zombie game, but I like the, what is it, like 3/4 perspective? Cool, cool, cool. Never heard of it. I also have never, I don't think I've ever played a zombie game in my life, so that doesn't surprise me that I haven't heard of it. I guess, like, technically Fortnite at one point had zombies. I don't even know if they do anymore. I played like probably like 30 minutes of that, and that's probably the whole thing. And I don't think I've played another game with zombies in it. I guess Pokemon sort of has zombies. You could count that. Zombie Pokemon. I forget how wacky it is to play this game. Like, you have to use the D-pad. It messes with me a lot. And also the fact that I keep taking hearts. It's definitely not my skill set. Game for boomers, but I got like 100 hours in the last 2 weeks. You know what? If you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. Have I played any boomer games? I mean, when I was younger, I played a lot of Heyday. So much Heyday. I don't even have the game anymore because, just like My Singing Monsters, Heyday also lost my progress. Once Heyday and My Singing Monsters, both of them, once they lost my progress, I was done. I stopped playing them. I can't do it. I don't care anymore. I guess that could be considered a sort of boomer game. Although I would say it's less. Maybe. I don't know. I keep going into the room. Play Left 4 Dead 2. I have heard of Left 4 Dead. I don't know anything about it. Other than I'm assuming, since you said it, it's a zombie game. Also, I have no clue how I got hurt by that fire, but whatever. That reminds me of... what is it called? Red Dead Redemption is another thing that feels like it'd be similar. I also have not played it. I don't know anything about it, but... That also feels like it'd be similar to like Half-Life, which I also don't know anything about. Can I actually be considered a real gamer if I don't know any of these games? Is that like... Oh yeah, this. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. I remember what I was stuck on. This is why I wanted to start right away at the beginning, because this room is actual torture. It's probably the worst room in the game. Like, this dungeon, probably the worst one in the game. I think I struggled less with Ganon than these stupid dark nuts. Pain and suffering. Red Dead actually did have a zombie mode. Well, I know Red Dead is like cowboy. You're like right on a horse. That's about all I know. Zombies, cowboys, basically the same thing. Half-Life is also good. You should play it. I don't know. I mean, Half-Life. I don't know. There's like Half-Life and then there's like Half-Life Alyx, and I don't know if that's the same thing or not. Again, I don't know anything. I think Half-Life Alyx is like VR, a VR game, but then like the actual games are not normally VR, I don't think. But I know that one's sort of in a dystopian or like destroyed world, as far as I can remember. Apocalypse kind of world. Okay, wait. I would say actually there is one game that I have not played, but I've watched a playthrough of, or most. I haven't watched a full playthrough of, but I've watched most full playthrough of is the Heart. Yes. What is it called? The one with the girl. They made a movie out of it. It's called The Last of Us. I do know that. I would say that's the most zombie game that I actually know something about. That was a cool. It's cool. I think it was worth getting a movie. I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know if it was good or not, but I think it was a series worth a movie. Okay, so for this, I think what I was doing, if I'm remembering right, is I was like, you can torch them once. You can also blow them up. I think that was the strategy that I had formed. It was like you use some bombs, but then I realized that once you go through the staircase, there's more dark nuts. So it might be better to like only use some of your bombs and then save some of them for the next room to use on the other dark nuts in the next room. I don't know the strategy. The strategy is just get good. Alex, the pseudo 3D game, or pseudo third game, sorry. But I think they can probably count as zombie games. Yeah, I watched like half of a video about Alyx, so I know it's like sort of a rundown area. Honestly, games like that, I don't know if I will play. I would say it's much more likely for games like Alyx or for like, what else did you say? Or like not Alyx, but Half-Life. It's more likely that I would just watch someone else play it. I have a tendency to be sort of cheap and not want to actually buy the games and play them. And so I just watch playthroughs. Maybe one day. Then a lot of the times I don't actually watch playthroughs because I don't want to spoil myself for a game that looks good, but then I never end up playing it, so then I just never know anything about the game. Yippee! I had something on my mind that I wanted to say, but I completely forgot. Are zombies and mummies basically the same thing? Because I guess you could call Zelda a zombie game. Are there zombies in Zelda? There's the mummies. I don't know anything about Twilight Princess, but I feel like if there was gonna be zombies in any of the Zelda games, it'd be in Twilight Princess. I would not survive a zombie apocalypse. I would... It's not for lack of, like, knowledge or, like, smarts. I I feel like I would try for a while and then I would just give up. I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't have the strength of mind required to survive in a zombie apocalypse. Gosh. Or the strength physically to survive a zombie apocalypse. Oh yeah, Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently. I have started a world. I built a little house in it. And I made a fairly large, what is it called? Farm? For wheat and all the other crops that you find in Minecraft. Nothing shocking. Working on a tree farm right now. And actually, currently what I'm working on in the world is I'm making there's a redstone device that you can make, I found on YouTube, because I'm not gonna actually try to make a redstone device for this because I don't really understand redstone. And I'm more of the kind of person who just likes collecting things and building stuff rather than figuring out the nitty-gritty of like a redstone contraption. So I found a YouTube video on how to make a redstone contraption to measure how fast your horse is. So you like go over a pressure plate and then it sends, I mean, this is a fairly simple thing. But you go over a pressure plate with your horse, you run across it, go to the other pressure plate, and then it will take items and shoot them into a hopper. For, like, it's 5 items every second. And then you have to like divide the amount of items that go in by 5, and then you have to do like it's like distance, so like amount of blocks divided by the amount of items, or so the amount of the time, so distance divided by time, basically, to find the speed of your horse in blocks per second. And I'm also now building another redstone contraption, which is even simpler, which is basically, this one I think is, I mean, I wouldn't have thought of doing it myself, but it's fairly simple. Like, I can understand what it is. I mean, I can understand the other one too. Whatever. It's basically like you can test how high your horse jumps. So you have like tripwires, and every tripwire lights up a redstone lamp. And so the higher your horse can jump, the more lamps that light up. But the problem is that horses can jump. The horse's speed is a lot easier to measure because you can just do it in like decimals. But horses can jump in 16th. Like, the amount of jump they have goes in increments of a 16th. So you have to, the tripwires help you determine how many blocks they can jump, and then you have to use like snow to determine, or like you can use snow or carpet or trapdoors and stuff like that to determine exactly like the exact 16th of the jump that the horse had. And so I'm currently building that. That's what I'm doing in my survival world. It's just a basic survival world. It's not like hardcore or anything, but it's just for fun. And I've been like learning Japanese, like listening to Japanese on the side to like force it into my brain or something. I'm sure if you look it up on YouTube, you see all these people will be like, oh my gosh, immersion, listen to the language that you're learning. So that's basically what I'm doing, but I'm bad at actually just paying attention to things, so I have to do something else, which is why I'm playing Minecraft as well. So that's sort of why I've been playing it so much. I mean, if I was just playing Minecraft, I probably would just stream it, honestly, but I'm also listening to stuff, so it doesn't really work that well. But anyways, the reason why I'm building a thing to measure horse speed and also horse jump height is so that I can breed the ideal horse. I get very distracted when I play things like Minecraft because I originally was thinking, oh, okay, I need to go out on an adventure to find fun, whatever it's called, trees. I'm trying to find more types of trees because I'm building a tree farm. So then I'm like, well, okay, I sort of want to go exploring, and then, but I want to go a little bit faster, so I want to have a horse to ride on. But it's like, I can't just have any horse. I need like the best horse. And so now I'm just like completely distracted building a horse measurer so that I can breed the perfect horse. instead of like, I don't know, playing the game normally. So that is what I'm doing. And the thing with horse breeding is like it can take a really long time to get an actually like really good horse, because when you breed a horse in Minecraft, it basically gives you the average of the two parents, give or take an amount of deviation. So you're gonna have to very slowly go upwards in like, okay, it has a 1/16 better of a jump, and then it has like 2/16 better of a jump, and you're gonna have to like keep slowly creeping up that way to finally get like a really good horse. And then of course you have to get 3 factors of goodness, so you have to have good hearts, good jump, and good speed all together. And you could also just find it in the world, but I don't want to go searching for a horse that long, so I am doing that. And then the thing is like, well, I'm sort of a collector, right? So now I want to get a really good horse, and I want to get a really good horse in every type of horse, like every color of horse as well, and like every type of cat and every type of dog. I'm just I'm just a bit obsessive, just slightly, when it comes to playing games, just a little bit. It gets quite bad. I play Animal Crossing. I'm like, I want every single fish, I want every single item, I want every single clothing item and every single furniture, and I want to have every single everything. I'm so bad. I'm such a completionist. Except the problem is like I get so obsessive about it that I just don't finish it. This way I'm with Stardew Valley too, which is why I'm currently trying to 100% it. I don't understand redstone either. Yeah, I mean, I do sort of understand it to a basic level. Like I can make my own redstone like door or something like that. But the really complicated mechanics of redstone are just a little too complicated for me. And I think I could figure it out if I really wanted to, but like I know repeaters have like a slight delay and they extend redstone longer so you can make it go farther, because otherwise it will die out if it goes far enough on just a blank redstone thing. And like I don't know what comparators do. I don't really understand those. And like droppers drop items, hoppers move items from one chest to the next or one thing from the next. And like, so I understand all that stuff. It's just hard to put together into like one little contraption. Like a horse measuring thing. It's just like, and I always feel like I'm not going to get the math right, and then I'm just going to complicate it. So it's just, unless it's a simple thing, it's just easier to find a tutorial, because everyone plays, like a lot of people play Minecraft, so it's not, you're not going to have trouble finding most things that you want to know. I saw someone play a horse jockey game recently. That could be fun. I mean, I think that would just sort of be like a... So why are they doing 2 hearts? Or are they doing 2 hearts? Or am I just going crazy? I don't know. That would be fun. It'd just be like a racing game, I would imagine. Maybe a bit more complicated, where you have to like lean to certain directions and like to control it and stuff. I could totally see that as a fun game. If it has horse breeding, it would be a pretty squid core game. Yeah, the problem with those kind of games is, again, I'll just get very obsessive about like trying to get the very best horse, or trying to get like every type of horse, or whatever. Trying to get good score. I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, I'm just slightly obsessive. It does sound fun though. I mean, I feel like most horse games are a little iffy. Most of them are just like horse girl games. Okay. You know, those like spirit horse, spirit whatever. Let's all be friends. My Little Pony kind of thing. Although My Little Pony is better than a lot of those. I rate My Little Pony higher than a lot of horse games. Also, game doesn't have audio if it matters, but your background music is still going, so it's kind of pleasant. Yeah, that was intentional. Since I figured since I just started playing right away, I would do some chill beginning music like I normally do, but just with the game instead of the water in the background. I'll probably turn on the game music eventually, but for now, I'm chilling. Also, there's a really loud truck outside. I think it's some kind of like snow truck because it finally snowed here. Oh my gosh. It's been like wind chill -30 out and still there's snow all around us. Everyone else has snow. And like even I think Florida got snow. It's like what? Like I live in a colder area. It's -30. Finally snowed and it's like less than an inch. It's like a tiny bit of snow. It's just so whatever. I think it's just very dry. I mean, I'm not that upset about not having snow. It's just strange to not have it. I hate these guys. Dark nuts are so bad. They require such skilled maneuvering, which I don't have in this game because it's so hard to move around. I'm not the NES D-pad movement messes me up so bad. I got the latest My Little Pony game in a bundle last year. I didn't even know they had games. I'm gonna be honest. I just knew the show. I mean, I'm not surprised because it's a very, very popular series. So I'm not surprised that they would have games, but I did not know that. Congrats. Have you played it? Is it good? Do you enjoy the My Little Pony game? I'd be a little iffy about a My Little Pony game. I feel like it would turn out like those princess games. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because those can be sort of fun. But yeah, I don't know. As long as it doesn't turn out like a horse girl game. And I don't have anything against horse girls. One of my best friends is a horse girl. I sort of was a horse girl when I was younger. Embarrassing. But definitely has a certain vibe. I think I'm gonna try to save all my bombs until the second room. Because if I can't beat the first room, then it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe do like half. It's just hard to decide. Also, I don't have to fight all these mummies. I don't know why I keep fighting them. Like, it's nice when they do drop hearts, I guess. But generally, it just seems to be killing me more than not. Oh my gosh. And the Dark Knight's doing 2 hearts is just absolutely killer. I wish there was like a secret fairy fountain in this dungeon. Some of them do have one. I don't think this one does. It should. It's like one of the hardest ones. Genuinely. Will be added to the 100% completion list soon enough. As you should. I'm curious what they look like. Like, they could go 2 ways. My Little Pony game. What's your favorite pony? Oh, that one's interesting. It's like a town. Okay, there's a town game, a town building pony game. What else? Friendship is Magic? Are there any other pony games? Let me... That's the only one that's popping up for me, but I'm sure there's other ones. It's like a 3D. It looks like there's like a 3D one. It's like it has different cutscenes, or I don't know. Like a 3D sort of exploration game. Interesting. Sorry, I knocked my mic. Sorry, I had to mute myself for a second. It was called Maritime Bay Adventure. My Little Pony game, Maritime Bay Adventure. Oh, okay, so it's like a 3D one. I see. They look like just like the toys. Like those plastic ponies that you see. Oh, it's like a rhythm game. Interesting, interesting. Seems fun. Seems like a perfectly okay game. As an avid enjoyer of baby games, no, it wasn't good. I love that description. Yeah, you do tend to play baby games, don't you? Not in a bad way, but ah! It looks like a very regular game. Doesn't look like anything spectacular. I'm genuinely gonna be stuck in this room the whole entire time. I think beating these dark nuts took me multiple hours, if I can remember correctly. The last time. It might even be worth it to like save state having full hearts. I'm not sure, are there any? I don't think there's any. Yeah, this is like an area where it doesn't have any fairy fountains or anything. It might just be worth it for the sake of time to save state having more hearts. I'm not gonna do it yet because I know it's possible for me to beat it without him, but I don't know if it's worth the time that it will take. But that's a loser mindset. The most recent baby game, I mean not baby game, but the most recent like definitely 100% made for kids game that I played was, it was like a princess game. It had like Ariel and Belle and Jasmine. It was like 4 hours long. It was really stupid. One of my friends said she played it as a younger kid, and I was like, okay, whatever. I went into it knowing it was gonna be bad. I do not remember the name. It was the most generic thing I've ever seen. Ooh, okay. Cut the rope. I'm trying to remember like games that I played when I was... Wait a second. Do you notice something a little bit strange about this picture? The fact that there's only one mummy. Isn't that a little weird? Isn't that a little bit like, maybe they're going easy on me? I don't think that's a thing that exists in these games. I don't know why they're like I'm saying that because some games do have that where they will have less enemies if you're bad. But like I don't think this game has anything like that. I don't know why there was only one mummy. It's very old. It's not like a... Yeah, why is there only one now? Weird. Anyways, I'm gonna turn on Zelda music. Ready for the jump scare? I don't know how loud that was, but I hope it wasn't too bad. Just for a little bit. I know sometimes in this game, when you get far enough in a dungeon or when you kill the enemies, then they won't respawn and they'll just be permanently dead. But I don't think that's what's happening. I'm very confused why there's only one. Gosh. It's like they know they're behind. Like, I don't know if these are I don't think their movement patterns are random. Or if they are random, they're like... It feels like they have some knowledge that you're behind them. Or like they know where you are. And they're like actively trying to go the wrong way that you don't want them to go. I feel like all other enemies feel very random and I don't feel like they're actively targeting me. Darknuts feel like they are actively targeting you. Or at least like partially actively targeting you. Like they at least know where the player is and move according to that. I don't know, because I haven't looked into like the code or anything like that or what anyone has said about them, but they feel malicious. Oh my gosh. Alarm clock. It might be just worth it to use my bombs on the first room, even though that could be very killer for my ability to survive in the next one. Yeah, okay, I don't think candle doesn't affect them at all. I feel like I tested that last time. That's really nice. Okay, I have 5 bombs left and I only have 2 dark nuts. I think I can survive that. See what I mean? See what I mean? They know you're there. They know you're there. They know you're there. I can't. Beaten by random number generator. Random movement generator. See, when I'm actually using bombs though, then you have to kill the mummies to actually try and get more bombs back. And like there's really not that much of a strategy to try and beat these guys. It's just get good at dodging, I guess. The statues at the beginning sort of look like Magikarps. Now you could argue they just look like fish, and that's because they do, but Magikarp also just look like fish, so. Have you ever been wrapped up in toilet paper? And like acted like a mummy? I think I have. I honestly can't remember. I know it's a little strange for me to not remember being wrapped fully up in toilet paper, but I really can't. I have a vague feeling like I have been. It's like it might have happened. They just grouped up so nicely last time. See what I mean? They're actively going after me. Okay, I'm gonna look it up actually. I'm curious how their pathing works. Legend of Zelda Dark Knight pathing. How does it work? Do dark nuts move randomly? They tend to know where you are when you're close to them. I don't know if that's true or not. It feels like they know where you are. At least partially. And I think another thing that I realized just now by reading is that they also just move so fast. It's really hard to predict where they're going because by the time you see where they're going, you're already like halfway dead. That was my fault. Is there like... I feel like there's a tunic you can get in this game to have like better defense. I might be wrong. Because that might be something worth doing if there is one. I just can't remember if there is or not. I know in... I think it's A Link to the Past or A Link Between Worlds. I can't remember which one is first. There is some type of tunic that you can get. Or maybe it's... I don't even remember. I know in one of the Zelda games there is a tunic you can get that improves your defense. So you don't take as many hearts when you get hit by enemies. Because it feels like the mummies should not be doing 2 hearts. Maybe I'm just going crazy. And oh look! Now there's 3 again. Interesting. It could just be old games being weird. That's probably what it is. Oh my. So I don't know how to, the problem is I don't know how to improve. Like, how do I get better at this? How do I learn how to fight them instead of just like throwing myself at them over and over again? What am I missing? Focus, maybe? That's all I can think though. Like, I don't know. The only game in this enemy that just feels almost unbeatable. Hello Pete, welcome. I'm suffering. If I don't beat this dungeon in this stream, I'm gonna use save states. At least to beat the... Oh my gosh, I was sneeze. Beat this section. Maybe not for the rest, but just for this. Ah! Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit silly. I did just try to blow myself up. I'm gonna be honest. I think the original Legend of Zelda is harder than Hollow Knight. Now that might just be because I haven't played the DLCs, but from what I've heard, those are really hard, but at least right now, this feels harder. It's honestly, it's just the Dark Nuts. Everything else in this game is fine. as I die. Yes, you are. Yes, I am feeling very silly. Silly is a word that can mean many things. Silly can mean, wow, I'm feeling very funny and I want to joke around. Silly can also mean, crying. I feel like I really just need to focus. Well, this isn't going well, but I'm not trying to beat them right now. I'm just trying to get bombs. Although, the hearts are nice. Okay. Focus. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's one. Problem is, 2 hearts is not gonna help me. It's basically like having 1 heart. So to fight the Dark Nuts, I actually only have 4 hearts? Yes. I think I'm gonna put on... Instead of this music, which is... It gets a little repetitive. I'm gonna put on... Jeez. There we go. I think I probably should have put a little bit more range of motion into my little squid avatar. Because it's a little hard to head bop. Like, I have to be like... Oh, I do have 8 bombs. That's good to know. How did I survive that? More bombs, no more bombs, no more bombs. I didn't think I killed a single one. It's okay. You have to do like the whole like hit once and then like dodge backwards. Okay. Mario Kart seems like a really fun game. Like I enjoy learning about Mario Kart. Hopefully I didn't just break my controller. Just dropped it. I don't know if you could hear that. No, we're fine. Okay, good. Anyways. Mario Kart seems like a really fun game to play. Like, I mean, I've played it before. But I enjoy learning about all the little strategies that you need to beat... Not beat, but like be good at the game. Like actually good at the game. Like pro strategies. But in practice, they're so hard to like actually do. I feel like I am being this great player. I'm like gliding around the track, doing all my drifting and stuff, and it's like 11th place. It's genuinely really hard to play and like do well. Not with like obviously like computer players, but like in actual lobbies. The skill level is so high. I mean, that's how it is for most games, honestly, but how did I just hit through the shield? I don't know why I was even trying. Oh, this is the Madrid. Madrid is so good. The music for it is so good. Honestly, I think the only reason they're wiggling around with their hands up like this is because it is the only thing you can do. If you are stuck in a full cast of like bandages that has been stuck on your body for hundreds of years and then you suddenly become alive again. Well, first of all, I don't know why they wrapped your body bandaged with your arms up, but we don't need to talk about that. The only thing you're gonna be able to do is like wiggle, 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 wiggle. They're probably stuck in this dungeon because they can't even get out of the doors because their arms are blocking them. And obviously they can't turn sideways because that's just not a thing that exists in this game. So they're stuck in these rooms. They don't even want to be here. Tragic. I don't know if mummies ever appear in a Zelda game again. I don't think it's really like a thing. As far as I know. I think this is the only one that I've seen them in so far. I don't know why I just wasted a bomb. Okay, this one I have to actually focus on because I do have bombs again. Ooh, and a heart. Okay. And try to actually like do well. Wasted a bomb. Very, very, very. No, come back here. No, come. No, no. Absolutely tragic. I feel like that was a bit metaphorical. You die seeking out the something better that could have helped you, but you end up just never getting it and instead suffering. Nice, okay. Don't have bombs though, so it's not really that worth it. I mean, I'll still try, but... Any practice is good practice. Well, that's not true. That's literally not how that works, but... Any effortful practice is good practice. Ah. Wow. If that mummy hadn't died, I definitely had gotten myself into a bit of a pickle. Just like the color of these rooms. Pickle colored room. Pickle shaped room. It's almost like it's a rectangle. Rectangular pickles. I'm going insane. Honestly, I've talked about pickles before. I don't know. Pickles are okay. I think they're a little bit overrated, but I can also understand the appeal. They're good. I would just have like a hard time. But there's some people who just eat pickles out of a jar. I couldn't do it. They're too strong tasting. I couldn't eat a lot of them. I mean, it depends on the type of pickle. The sweeter pickles are a little easier to eat. The more like sour kind of ones are a little bit harder to eat. How about girthy pickle? Well, the girthier the better. Also, that's so funny. Just get summoned by— hello, Stuck. Get summoned by the pickle. Welcome. I'm just reminded by pickles because of this. I'm reminded of pickles because of this green room that we will be spending the rest of the stream in. Okay, that's 2. Hey, 2 is better than 0. Getting better. Improvement. I got a telepathic message about pickles. You're just sitting around— well, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just imagining you're just sitting, maybe like, I don't know, writing something. That like spike of— I don't know what it's called. You know that one thing they do with animation sometimes where it's like there's a line that goes through your head and it's like boom, message received. You knew something was going down. I like pickle chips. Pickle chips are good. Like not pickle chips, but like fried pickles. Wait, oh, they are pickle chips. Pickle chips are just like when they're in chip shape, when they're round and flat, is pickle chips. But I like fried pickles. I mean, fried pickles are good. They can, again, be a bit excessive. The problem with fried pickles that I have is that the skin can often be a little too tough to bite through properly, and then when you try to bite through it— I mean, it's the same problem that happens with onion rings where you bite the onion and it just comes out, but it's way worse with fried pickles because you just can't bite it, and then it's like super hot because it just came out of the fryer, and then you're just like burning your mouth, and now you have a pickle stuck on your hands and you're just inconvenienced. But again, I can't eat a lot of them. Actually, I went to a craft fair a while ago. I mentioned it, and this is where I got like a 3D printed spider thing, jumping spider. But I got fried pickles, and I also got fried mac and cheese bites. Those were so good. I don't even like— I genuinely don't even really like mac and cheese, but those were so good. Highly recommend fried mac and cheese. But I mean, what could you can't really go wrong with that, right? A ball of mac and cheese with breading and fried. Just absolutely— well, did it have breading? I guess, I mean, it would have to have something to hold it together, I guess. No, I don't know. Either way, it was really good. But we don't get to think about mac and cheese here. We're only stuck in the green room. This room is probably made, you know, this game was made in like 1980s or 90s, I can't remember. And I know that they didn't use arsenic for green coloring anymore probably back then. But like, I'm just gonna say, since it's old, probably these rooms are made of like arsenic. Like, making that emerald green color. Probably lead paint. The tiles probably have asbestos under there. Maybe that's why I'm suffering. I'm just being affected by the poison that I'm experiencing. My body's not used to it. I'm definitely not just making excuses. I was out playing Helldivers and suddenly got hit by spidey senses. Do you think spiders like pickles? I would generally say no. Do you think spiders would like pickled bugs? Because like they eat bugs. So like put some bugs in a vinegar. What is pickle, like pickle brine? Is it I think it's mainly vinegar, right? I've never pickled something. Do you think humans would like pickled bugs? Do you think pickled bugs are a thing? Because I know there's like, you can like, I guess fry them. But like pickled, I feel like they just feel like very mushy. I feel like they might just disintegrate, honestly. I don't know if most of them would be able to hold up to the pickling process. I've never actually seen a spider eat a bug, so I don't actually know how they eat. I completely forgot this boomerang exists. This is actually really good. Yeah, that was totally my fault. I mean, they just suck the bugs like a smoothie. I feel like I want to look up a spider eating a bug, but I feel like that would make me really uncomfortable because I'm not. I like spiders. Spiders are cool, but also I am still inconvenienced by a somewhat fear of spiders. Unfortunately. I don't want to be, but I just am. So I actually don't think I'm gonna look that up. I can imagine it. Do you think spiders can make a sour face? That'd be so cute. Oh my gosh. Drawing of like a jumping spider, like eating something sour. I don't know how you would even do that, but I don't even know if they could actually taste the taste of something being sour in the first place. I feel like maybe they would even have the ability to do that. Because like, I mean, they don't really need taste buds. I don't even know if they have a tongue or not. Probably they, I mean, obviously spiders don't have tongues, do they? Wait. I was about to explain how they do it. I mean, you can. I'm just not gonna look it up. I don't want to see an image of it, but you can explain it. Do spiders have tongues? No, spiders do not have tongues in the same way that humans do. Instead, they use their mouth parts. Their mouth parts, okay. Sure. And hairs on their legs to taste, smell, and hear. Wait, they smell with their legs? I mean, it's not smell. That doesn't surprise me. They taste with their legs. I guess some bugs do that, yeah. Can spiders taste sour things? Yes, well... So if spiders taste with their legs, then if you just put a spider onto like a warhead, but they just like Curl up and die. That's so mean. Okay, that's mean, but also I think it would be a little bit funny. They inject stomach acid into the wait. Anyways. Sorry, I got a little bit too distracted with music. Calls to my like primal instincts. They inject stomach acid into the bug and then just wait for it to dissolve them. Oh, interesting. And then they just see, I think we as a society need to know more about how bugs work. They're so cool. They're so interesting. I'm curious what the bug looks like before they eat them. Like, would the bug actually look dissolved? Or would the bug just look like a normal bug and it's just like the inside is like mushy? Like, what if a spider gets its little meal ready and then it accidentally leaves it on the stomach acid stove, in a way of speaking, and then they like burn their food, like accidentally over dissolve it? Is that a thing that can happen? Exactly the sound effect I was hoping for. Wow, I'm glad I could deliver. So I do have the compass and then the map. So the compass leads you to the main boss fight, and then the map just shows you the map of the area. I think I did conclude that I needed the whistle. The whistle would be in level 5. I'm just trying to think, like, is it somewhere else or not? I think I did figure that out last time, that it should be in this dungeon specifically. I feel like this music is very fitting for this room. Mummy music. The insides are dissolved, the outside is fine. I see. Well, that's nice. It's like a nice little wrapping, little package for the spider, so they don't have to like figure it out themselves. It's crazy that I never knew how spiders ate. Like I just figured they just sort of like, I don't know, munched on the bug. But they're not that strong. Like, they don't have that strong of bites, and some bug shells are very solid. So that makes sense that they wouldn't be able to just like eat those directly. I do feel like I feel like it's possible for me to defeat the dark nuts without a save state. Although I just took damage, but I feel like I'm improving. Well, I know ants eat just by like slurping them up too, right? Because like when they okay, maybe not eat, but when they drink liquid, they just slurp it up, because you can like give them different colored liquids and they can turn different colors, so their bodies turn different colors. So I know that. And like butterflies do have their menisci. How do isopods eat? There's so many interesting bug facts. Need to learn more about bugs. I will never understand people not liking bugs or like hating bugs. Like I don't hate bugs. I don't get it because they're just, I understand not liking certain ones, especially like spiders and stuff, because they're like sort of creepy and also they can like bite you and stuff like that. But just like not all bugs are bad. Like a lot of bugs have no badness to them at all. Like I know a lot of people like butterflies, but they're like isopods. They're chill. What are they doing? Absolutely nothing. They're just doing a little thing under the little logs, and you can go catch them and say hi and then put them back under the log. I understand not liking ants because like the whole like invade your home and then like take all your food and eat it kind of thing. So I get that. I'm like on the edge of a sneeze. I've been on the edge of the sneeze for like 10 minutes. Probably because I haven't taken my allergy medicine today. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Has cats. He's allergic to cats. I will never understand fearing grasshoppers. I know too many people who fear that. I sort of get it. Like, I'm definitely not afraid of grasshoppers at all, but I understand because grasshoppers, and that's why I think jumping spiders are really cute and I like them, but also they sort of scare me because you don't know what they're gonna do. The inability to control the situation and control where they are, and like you don't, like isopods for example, like the little roly-polies that are under the logs, you are not scared of those at all because they don't move fast. You know exactly where they are and where they're going to be going. They cannot surprise you. Grasshoppers, you could just be watching one, maybe you put your face a little bit too close because you're interested, suddenly boom, jumps into your face. Now you have a grasshopper in your eye, you know? Not as appealing. But I also don't, they're not that scary. Like, just don't put your face up to them, probably. And keep a slight amount of distance, and that's it. I have had a grasshopper jump scare me before. Because I was just watching it and then it just like jumped suddenly and it scared me. So like, again, I get it. But in terms of how they look and not the fact that they have good movement capabilities, they're not scary. They're actually quite cute. Another thing I've been told is that no bugs are cute. Like you can't, like how? How can you not find a single bug cute? There has to be, like, there has to be a bug that everyone thinks, at least one bug that everyone thinks is cute, right? Because I've been told that. I've been, like, someone will say, like, oh, no bugs can be cute. I'm just like, you're crazy. Maybe I'm just a bug lover. Sue me, but they're cool. I think moths are really cute. Jumping spiders are cute. Grasshoppers are cute. Bees. Bumblebees are cute. Not wasps. Wasps are scary. I mean, I don't find wasps scary. I find the fact that they could sting you scary. But like their appearance does not scare me. Them appearing scares me, but not their appearance. I'm having trouble thinking. Oh, again, roly-polies, isopods are cute. I think ants are cute too. Now, I get that. That may be a more controversial opinion. And I get that a lot of people don't like ants. And I understand and I can accept that. But I think they're pretty cute. Like regular black ants. Not like fire ants or like whatever. But just like normal black ants. I think they're really cute. They're just like doing the little thing. And like seeing them try to pick up really heavy objects and like carry them through like complicated areas, and then they all figure it out together and trial and error their way to like moving the object is so cute. And like I know they're like, I don't know how conscious they are, to be honest, but I can appreciate a good ant. Ooh, more bombs. That's actually really good. Okay, wait, no, why did I switch to... Okay. No! Okay. Okay, good. Oh, that was wasted, okay. Oh, perfect, okay. Okay, okay. No! Okay. Sorry, I'm just... Okay, okay. No. No. I mean, I know the best strategy is to just, like, snipe them from the corner. Like, do this. I think for my, well, not for my sanity. I still have quite a lot of sanity left. My sanity is only slightly decaying. I feel like for the sake of time. Okay, see, that's great. Yes, I am getting closer. You're right. I am getting better. I am improving, but also I have made it past this room before, this Dark Nuts room. And guess what's right after this Dark Nuts room? Another room full of Dark Nuts. Ugh. Exactly, more nuts. Too many nuts. Overwhelmed by the nuts. So I think, and they're not even just normal nuts, they're blue nuts. Anyways, I think I might just save state this for the sake of sanity and my time, and also the fact that I would like to in the next, I don't know, before 20 years get to the next Zelda games. You know, like actually be able to like make progress. I think it might just be worth it. Even though I know it's cheating and I know I'm not actually beating the game, but I'm also not here to be claimed that I'm like some master gamer that is like amazing at things and is like doing this for like the skill level. Okay, I'm safe stating. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's just not worth it. I've already beaten this game once and I don't want to do it again. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. But should I? I hate doing things not legit, but also I'm not good at games. No bugs can be cute. Jumping spiders literally existing is shaking my head. SMH. I agree. Objectively adorable. Humans love creatures that have overly sized eyes that are just beady and adorable. That's like how every animal that we think is cute looks like that. somewhat. Like, that's why kittens are cute. That's why dogs, like puppies, are cute. Because they just have like really big head and really big eyes and like super cute. Jumping spiders are the exact same, and if you can't see that, you're just blinded. Blinded by fear. Well, so really what I want to do is I want to... I mean, really, okay, the save state is not really gonna save state that much. I'm just gonna get full hearts and full bombs and then save at the beginning of the dungeon. That's all I'm gonna save state. So it's just a little bit easier. And it's like I could go through the dungeon like that every time. I could come out to the overworld, get full hearts, get full bombs, and then go back in and then do one round and then go back out and then get hearts and then go back in. It's basically just saving time. I feel like that's not cheating. Like, it's barely cheating. Like, it is, but like it's not really that much. That's fair to do. I think it is. It's not like keeping the purity of the game, but the only thing it's doing is just saving time. It's just yeah, it's literally just, it's not even like your skill level, it's literally just saving time. So I think it's worth it. I still have to beat the full dungeon in one go. It's just not with 3 hearts. It was with full hearts instead of 3 hearts at the beginning, like if you died. And like you can do that. Again, you can buy like life potions. Do I have a life potion? It would probably be good to buy a life potion, although I don't have very many rupees. Probably would be a good thing to have. But I might, I don't know. I think it costs like 70 maybe, or 80. It's literally like saving in any game. Yeah, but like the reason is it's different is because it doesn't have a save feature. As opposed to other games which are built in with the save feature. So it's not intended. It's not Nintended. I love the menu music. It's great. I just don't like cheating. In games, at least. That was a bit of a weird thing to say, but I feel like in real life, trying to take shortcuts on things is worth your time. Sometimes. But in games, it's like you have to do it proper. Ah, whatever. Move on. Get over myself. Nintendo will sue you for that joke for sure. I am 100% certain that they will not sue me over that joke. What is this track? I recognize this music. Oh, it's the Piranha slide. Yes, the Piranha, the slide, the water Piranha track. That's also in the Wii. I played so much Mario Kart Wii when I was younger. Mario Kart Wii and Lego Rock Band. And Mario Galaxy. And Sunshine. And Mansion, Luigi's Mansion. And My Singing Monsters. And Minecraft. And Splatoon is not, I wouldn't say that was more of a, I played it with Mario when I was a little older. I played a lot of games when I was younger, didn't I? I played a lot of, wow. There we go. I think Nintendo would more likely sue me over using their music playing right now than the joke. Okay, now I have to figure out where I'm actually going. I think I go back. I go back this way. Yeah, okay, this is where it is. And then I have to go up and then to the right. And then I have to go up into Death Mountain. And then to get to this dungeon, you have to do the little puzzle. But I actually already know the answer to the puzzle. I think it's just you go up a lot, if I remember correctly from last time. Oh yeah, sword beam. Completely forgot that that was even a thing. Imagine actually having full hearts. It's been so long that I didn't even remember. Making textures for video games is hard. When I was younger, there's like game jams, I think is what they're called. Basically where you have either like a week or 2 days to make a small little game. I mean, I'm sure most of you know what it is, but I'm just gonna explain it anyways. To make a small little game, to code a game, to make all the asset. Well, you'd have to. Some people use stuff like bases that they've already made, but basically you make a game in like a week or 2 days or whatever. And I did one of those. I was the artist and the music creator. So I created some music and I created some art. And honestly, it's really hard. Like I think this is 8. Dungeon 8? Or maybe not. What is this one? Nope, it's not even a dungeon. Gambling! Oh my gosh! Okay, wait. I'm feeling left. Oh. Okay, wait. I was wrong. I didn't realize what had happened. Wait, I have to go again. One more time, one more time, one more time. I swear it's the last time. Just one. Okay, it has to be left this time. Oh my gosh. So skilled. 10 rupees. Let's go. I think I just got to the exact same thing I already had, but whatever. I will take it. A win is a win. Can't escape the gacha. Listen, Zelda is a gacha game. I'll say it. I will say it. I know everyone's afraid to. The Legend of Zelda is a gacha game. Anyone who hates on Genshin Impact doesn't understand. Oh yeah, I saw there's a Mizuki. I think she's coming out like super soon. Like maybe in the next few days. Maybe she's already out. I don't think she's already out. I think her banner comes out in a few days. I probably will be playing more of that rhythm game in Genshin. And therefore I will also be pulling for her when she comes out. Cause I don't care what people say, I think she's cool. Where is this area? Where even am I? Okay. I am definitely too far up into the right. I think I need to definitely go to the left more. I actually managed to stop playing Genshin, so no clue who she even is. Congrats. You have done the impossible. You've escaped the addiction. Honestly, I haven't really been playing Genshin that much either. Natlon, not that appealing to me, honestly. I just can't believe I just died there. That's embarrassing. That is incredibly embarrassing. I started with full hearts and I died in the overworld. Problem is, I just don't pay enough attention. I'm not like putting my full attention into the game, so I'm not able to get as far as I should. Anyways, I haven't been playing that much either, honestly. Like, the characters, like not-long characters, have not been that appealing to me. I liked the beginning, was it Wulani, and then I liked Kinich, I think it's his name. But honestly, after that, there hasn't been any characters that interested me. I did get Mavuika. That's good. But basically, she's like a maid sort of character. I mean, she is. She is like purple and has purpleness. I honestly don't know much about her. I just think her design is cool. But a lot of people were hating on her because like, oh, her skirt is too short, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, who cares? I think it fits her outfit. I think it was a good design choice. I don't care. I think it would look worse if it was longer. Yeah, I haven't even, honestly, I haven't even logging. For a long time, I was just logging in for events. That's what I tend to do when there's like a gap in stuff coming out. I just log in for the events, do them real quick, and then stop playing. I haven't even been doing that though, honestly. I have no clue where I'm going. Oh, here it is. Okay. Not like that matters though, because I still need my hearts. Give me hearts. Okay, but at least I know where it is now. No, I don't have to like wander around aimlessly. And then yeah, Infinity Nikki, the events that are ending in probably like about 17 hours now. Gonna be playing that for the rest of the night. It's just so bad. I hate that the events are like limited events because it's just... And I do want to actually get stuff in Nikki because I do like the game and I want to keep playing it. I just haven't been playing it right now because I've been doing other things. That's the only thing with gacha games is like the limited time events are killer. I wanted to pull for the captain, then he sat on that damn chair. I'm guessing that's lore. That I've heard some people complaining about what's going on with him. I honestly haven't gotten. I have been I've been trying to keep myself sort of blind to what like the story is going on. But I'm only slightly aware of what's going on with him, but I do know enough to be like, okay, that's probably what I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think that was a really stupid decision from what I know about what happened in the lore, in the story. I think that was a really... I don't get it. Like, unless they're gonna bring him back. I haven't played, it just got spoiled. Yeah, unless they're gonna bring him back, that's probably one of the stupidest decisions I think they could have made, because people have been obsessing over him since he came out, like since Genshin started. And if they just kill him, or like not kill him, I don't think he's, I don't know. I don't know if he's actually like dead or not, but if he is actually gone, it's just like, why would you do that? If you're a company that wants to make money, don't kill off one of your most popular characters and then never have a banner on him. And instead have other characters like Auroron that everyone hates. Well, I don't hate him, but he's definitely, in terms of character design, he's definitely a choice. Not the first. True. Senora. That is very true. Okay, but the difference is, I mean, I haven't played the story, so I actually don't really know how it went down or what happened, but the difference with Senora and the captain is that, as far as I know, he didn't seem like a character. He just doesn't seem like a character that they would kill off, you know? Senora was great. I honestly didn't ever think she was gonna be playable. I would have pulled for her if she was, but the story for Inazuma I mainly didn't like. I thought it was fairly boring, but towards the end, the like last half was so good, and they did it really well. So I honestly wasn't even upset by how, like, what happened to her. Like, I was happy. The difference with the captain is, I'm assuming, again, I haven't played it, so I don't know, but I'm assuming it's not going to be nearly as good of a story, and it's just going to be infuriating that they actually did that. Inazuma's really good if you ignore the first 5 to 6 hours of the story. Exactly. Inazuma is one of my favorite nations and also one of my least favorite nations. And I would say that's how most people feel about it. The first half was so boring, and like I still don't even remember most of what happened, because it was just a lot. I mean, I think I found it less boring than a lot of people did, honestly. Like, I did actually read through all of the dialogue and like go through the whole entire story, but it's just like it was so much background lore that just didn't really matter. Honestly, I'm not Fontaine. And like a lot of side stories, like a lot of the information about Inazuma is just like non-voiced side stories, which is like, okay. A lot of the best things in Inazuma are not even voiced, which means a lot of people don't really even know about them that much because they didn't pay attention. Like the whole Rue Island, or what is it? The underground one. I can't remember the name. Inkanomiya, I think is what it's called. Really interesting stories if you actually like try to learn about them, but it just was almost unbearable to try and learn about. I mean, Aranara was fairly long as well, but the Aranara didn't really matter in terms of lore to Sumeru. Like, there was some interesting stuff in there, but for the most part, it was just like silly, so you could skip through it. But oh, wait, what? And that. What? Wait. Huh? Wait, I'm very, wait. Why? I was gonna say that's how you just accidentally uncover secrets in this game and how most of them have been found, but like, that's literally just the entrance that's so strange. That's such a weird thing to include. Okay then. I thought it was gonna like drop me in like a weird separate room that was fun, but I'm slightly disappointed. Okay, now I just need to collect bombs and not die. Like that. Envy now, honestly. Yippee! Yippee! Yippint! Yippint! Not yippee. Someone is doing really good on their warm-ups for piano today. Like they really know how to play a scale. Oh, it's the oh, I get what that is. That is when you are driving in Music Park and you drive over the piano notes. I see. I was like, why is there just like a random scale? That makes sense. The music guy's playing a straight fire. This one, yes. And I mean, the other one's good too. It's just not the piano. But anyways. The Fox Mask lady? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know, remember her name either. I don't even know if she had a name really. Probably did, but I don't know. Exactly though. Like, all of the interesting part of Inazuma, like the story was just not voiced. And then, I don't know. It was just very information heavy and not very action heavy. I think it was just really hard to care about. But also then makes Inazuma one of the more interesting, whatever it's called, nations. So it's like a trade-off, I guess. I don't know. I just honestly I like all of the nations except for Natlan. Because Natlan has Natlan has all of the background stuff that like Inazuma sort of does, except it's just everything that feels like it's going to have some like really impressive depth, or like you could really dig into this part of the story, or like this information. It doesn't, like, nothing pays off, and it just ends up being very shallow. That's the problem I have with Natlan. It feels very shallow compared to all of the other nations, which actually feel like they have a lot of like intrigue to them. That's probably that's my problem with it. I just found out my problem. It just feels very shallow. It is fun to explore. I do like exploring it. I like the colors. A lot of people are complaining about how it doesn't feel like Genshin. Whatever. I think it's fun. It feels very shallow, and it feels like it doesn't fit like what it's supposed to. Yippee my yippee and didn't even say hi, shaking my head. I'm gonna be so honest. I didn't notice you were here. I'm sorry. I don't read the whoever sent the yippee, honestly. I just hear yippee and I go yippee. I am a simple squid creature. That's all I am. But yeah. Oh, I have 8 bombs now. Okay. So now I can just go out to the overworld, focus on getting hearts, and then come back here when I have full hearts. Like I was supposed to do in the first place. I don't know why I didn't collect the bombs first. That would have made the most sense. I sort of thought I would get bombs in the overworld, but I guess not. But yeah, that's generally why I haven't been playing Genshin as much. It just doesn't feel that interesting. Also, that fairy did not do anything. And honestly, like a lot of Genshin games, like even, I'm not Genshin, a lot of gacha games, even like Infinity Nikki, which I was playing a lot when it first came out, but I've already sort of stopped playing it as much because it's fun, but I just feel like I have better things to do in my life. And maybe that's just what happens when you like actually get a life. I mean, I won't say I'm touching grass because there is no grass being touched, but Like actually trying to like progress things in your life, suddenly you're just like, oh, I don't have the time for a gacha game anymore. Or I don't have like the motivation to play one when I could be doing something that feels like I'm actually improving myself in some way, you know? And by improving myself, also, why is the music stopped? Oh, there you go. And when I say improving myself, I mean obsessively studying Japanese to the point where it's unhealthy. I act like I'm doing better. I act like I'm doing things that are better for my life, for my health, maybe. But it's not true. It's really not. I am incapable of doing anything in small proportions. I'm unfortunately touching grass. My condolences. Right now the grass is actually all dead. Look, guys, I'm touching grass, see? So much grass is being touched. Where I am, it is very snowy. And very cold and no grass. So, I can't do it. I know everyone, I know it would be better for me, but I'm just not capable of it. Rough life. Actually, that's a bush. It's been so long since I've been outside. You think I can tell the difference between a bush and grass? They look like the same thing. To me. They're both green. I'm incapable of recognizing anything that's not a pixel on my screen. Sorry. If I ever cosplayed, it would be Migu or Link. Which are both very basic answers, but they're so cool. So I'm currently still in the background very slightly thinking about, I mean, I did get Vocaloid software and I want to write songs eventually. In the background, I'm like thinking of ideas, or I mean, I have ideas. I have a lot of ideas for things to make and write, and that's definitely not the issue. The issue is actually just doing it. But I have a real, like, I have ideas for like the kind of art that I want to make for it. The problem is though, it's like I just am incapable of actually properly putting how I want something to look on the paper, which I know is pretty much everyone's issue with art. It's so frustrating though. Because I just have such a clear vision of what I want it to look like, and it just doesn't happen. Also, I came back here. What am I actually doing? I am just running around, not even thinking. I need to get focus, full hearts. That is the goal. Come back with full hearts and then save. Stop running around mindlessly. I mean, at least I'm collecting rupees, so I can use that to my advantage to get a heart jar. What is it called? Heart potion? A red potion? So I'm not gonna say it's useless. ADHD kicking in? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't have ADHD, but I might have ADHD. The problem with streaming is that you just start talking and thinking about other things, and then you just mindlessly start playing, and that's when you make a lot of mistakes and you don't actually get anything done. It's very hard to multitask. For me, at least. It's like, it's one step forward, 2 steps back, honestly, right now. In terms of hearts. I was about to be like, where's all the enemies? It just took a while to spawn in. Boop. The Project Sekai movie came out. That's pretty cool. It's not in the US yet, or I think it's not, I don't know if it's in any other countries other than Japan, but it's out in Japan. It might be out now, I don't know. I think it was a few days ago. I'm definitely interested in seeing it. It's just, well, the biggest problem is that I haven't watched... Oh, very, okay. I haven't actually caught up with the story at all. So I would be very lost and spoiled if I were to watch the movie now. But unfortunately, the story will take literal days to catch up on at this point. But I probably would want to do that before I watch the movie. How many dungeons do you even have left? I'm completely lost. Okay, yeah, so I mean, right now it's pretty clear what I'm doing. I'm just collecting hearts, but I have beaten 4 dungeons. So I have to complete the, I mean, I'm sure you know what Zelda is. You complete the Triforce. Ooh. I've completed 4 out of 8 dungeons. So I have 4 left. 4 of the harder ones left, but I'm currently doing dungeon 5 with the 2 rubes of dark nuts, and in my opinion, it's one of the hardest dungeons. Like, I remember when I first played this, I had much more difficulty with this dungeon with the dark nuts than I did in, I think, any of the other ones. I think this was the hardest one. There might have been one other one that was fairly challenging as well, but I'm fairly certain this one is the hardest one for me, at least personally. I think as far as I remember, the Ganon fight wasn't that hard. It's like, it was honestly very disappointing to me. I could be wrong though. So yeah, 5th dungeon. I mean, in this game, I don't know which ones I've completed. I'm pretty sure I completed the first 4. But you don't actually have to technically complete some of them in order. You can just sort of do it whatever order you want. I mean, there are certain items that you are required to complete certain dungeons. You can't just do whatever you want, but I might have completed like 6 instead of 4. I can't remember. I mean, it's pretty good I mean, it is pretty good I mean, this is my 3rd stream. So it's like, it's okay. It could be a lot faster. This is the type of game where if you're really good at it, it's like a one stream kind of game. You just run through all the dungeons fairly simply. There's nothing complicated. You just do everything that you need and then you're done. I honestly expected it to go a little faster than it is, because again, I have played it before, but it is what it is. There's definitely an added layer of difficulty in that I have a hard time focusing when I'm streaming. But it did take me quite a long time to beat it the first time, so I'm definitely going unfortunately, despite the fact that this is I'm bad and slow, I was even worse the first time. Although the thing where I keep getting hurt in the overworld is not a thing I should be doing. By the end of the first time I played this, I was not really getting hurt in the overworld at all. That's just due to me trying to rush and my stupidity, and therefore I'm actually hurting my progress and not really getting anywhere. But that's just me trying to rush. But I'll take the rupees. And at least we get to talk about the spiders sucking out the organs from their prey. So, I learned something today. Bloop. 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 Fairy. Get back here. I am tempted to watch... I am tempted to watch the Zelda cartoon that came out, like... I might have been like the 90s, I don't remember. The old one that's like really bad and super... awful. I am slightly tempted to watch it. The one where Link is just like a creep. Well, excuse me, princess. And says that like a million times. It's just, I feel like it's very strange to have Link talk. I don't even think that was like an intentional thing that Nintendo did. Like make a silent protagonist, but they definitely ended up making one. But it might have been intentional. I mean, he doesn't even speak in this game. Like I think Mario speaks in like even the oldest Mario game. I could be wrong because I don't know that much about it, but I would assume he does. So maybe it was intentional. If I could just get that, like, a fairy maybe, that'd be great. Imagine if Link just went, yeah, yeah, dive in the... Honestly, that would be so funny. The quality would really improve. It would, honestly. If in the old Zelda show that they made, if the only thing that Link ever said was yeah, kya, or whatever, all of the noises that he normally makes, 10 out of 10. Greatly improved. Anytime in that show when he's not speaking is a good time. Now, if they made a new Zelda movie, honestly, I think if they made a Zelda movie, which they might be, I don't know. Did they make a Zelda movie? I felt like I heard about they were going to, or like they did. Someone did. Some company, I don't know. They, as an entity, did. Honestly, I feel like if you were really trying to preserve the spirit of Zelda, you would have to make him quiet, like silent. Like you couldn't make him talk. But it would be a very hard thing to do. I don't think it's impossible. I mean, like, there's movies like The Quiet Place. I mean, they do talk in that movie, but like, he doesn't really have to speak. You can have characters like Zelda or the other characters around him running the story and him just like exist. Sort of just what he does. But it would definitely be a fairly hard movie to make if you were actually trying to make him quiet. Again, I'm sure that people have made movies with quiet characters, but oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get full hearts. This is just embarrassing, honestly. I need to focus. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Shy Guys, it's... I forget what track this is, but the Shy Guys are like mining something. So, I think my issue is that I keep attacking right when they attack. And so I keep getting hit by the balls when they shoot them. When they shoot them instead of blocking them and then attacking. I mean, A Quiet Place is one of the movies ever made. It feels like you are not a fan of The Quiet Place. Based on that. It was okay. I didn't feel like it was crazy or anything, but I thought it was interesting. An interesting concept. I mean, silent movies exist. Where they literally don't say a single thing. So it's very possible. It's just harder for it to appeal to an audience nowadays. But again, it would be honestly, it wouldn't be that hard because you can just have all the other characters basically speak for him and just tell the whole story. Without him really having to say anything. Nah, it's fine. It's just one of the movies. Fair enough. I sort of agree. It's okay. I liked it okay when I saw it. It was definitely sort of an interesting experience to watch with like other people around you. Because there's definitely like some pressure to just be very quiet. And not make any noise. Whereas like most movies, you can sort of just... You can just exist normally. I mean, you're not supposed to like make a lot of noise in a movie theater or anything anyways, but... You feel a little bit less pressure to be quiet. But that one was definitely... It felt different than most movies that I've seen. Like with other people around. So I will say that I think it was a good concept. This is taking an absurdly long amount of time to get full hearts. Like, actually embarrassing. I just need to go to the fairy fountain and then not get hurt. That is all I need to do. Okay. Or this. Okay. Focus. Get back without getting hurt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, another thing with you have to block their shot before you attack them. Block the shot before attack. My biggest thing is I just keep walking to the enemies. I don't know why I'm having such a problem with that. Those guys are why people are scared of grasshoppers and jumping spiders though, because you just can't predict their movement. Do you think the water in this river is cold or warm? I definitely feel like it would be. I feel like since it's they're connected to quite large bodies of water, I feel like it would be fairly cold. I think it would feel more like an ocean than like a lake in terms of temperature. I mean, the whole thing with the Zoras is like their place freezes over, so the rivers that they live in have to be already somewhat cold. Having to go through these rocks as well is quite detrimental. Because they're very hard to predict. Okay, that's my fault. The saxophone is going off. Oh my gosh. Well, since it's close to a desert, it should be cold. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. I feel like you're not being sarcastic. Why would a river be cold if it was near a desert? Do you know the science behind it? I mean, it's not a desert, it is a mountain. Also, mountain water does tend to be very cold. Like, because it's rainwater normally, so it's fairly freezing. But Death Mountain normally is also, sometimes I think Death Mountain can be a volcano. So, cold water currents create desert. That's interesting, like. Why? Because, like, okay, cold water. Well, yeah, they obviously wouldn't, like, be the only reason why a desert would be created, but. Well, I guess, like, cold water going across, like, it would provide a lot of colder air, so then it wouldn't give as much. Cause like, okay, if you're in a rainforest water is probably fairly warm. Versus desert water is cold. It's interesting. I don't know. I'm not a I'm not a I am not a meteorological meteorological I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Whatever. I'm not a meteor. Wait, how is, okay, wait. Meteorologist? Meteorologist.
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 Meteorological. Meteorological.
Meteorological.
Meteorological. I'm not a meteorological expert. There we go. Wow, that took a long time. At this rate, it might be more worth it for me to just go buy a potion, a life potion, and just heal myself when I get in there. Because this is just embarrassing. Not enough rainfall because the air is too cool to hold moisture, if I remember right. See, that's sort of what I was thinking. It's like the cold air sort of just like doesn't provide good, isn't good for plant life and stuff like that. So it's not as, it doesn't support like a super good environment. I don't know. I could be crazy. But it's like, you could think that, I would think that that would create more of a, just like a frozen area than a desert. But obviously there's reasons for it. And like, of course, like rainforests probably have really warm water because the warm water has, I don't know. I'm just saying random things. I don't know anything about it. I should stop talking. It's not good to talk about things that you don't know anything about. Good talk F, good talk. Or good talk F. I can't even read. Thank you. Meteorological. Meteorological. Gimme. Meteorological. There we go. See, I'm improving. Strumk. Wink. It might be beneficial for everyone if I just don't try to play this game. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, now I can start heading back. Be careful. Dodge and weave. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Please give me a heart. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You know, I will take half a heart down. I will take that. That is acceptable enough for me to save. But I'm a little bit... I'm greedy. I want another heart. This is a bad decision. Okay, wait. gonna go back and I'm gonna reset the dungeon so I'm not like it's. Okay. Finally. Okay, I have a save point now with full hearts and full bombs in the dungeon. I no longer need to wander the abyss of the actual real world. That's not actually an abyss. I don't know why I said abyss. Finally can actually start trying to beat this thing again. That was embarrassing. That took me way too long. Who needs full hearts? Am I right? Exactly. Only took an hour? Yeah. That was honestly probably the most embarrassing thing I've done so far. Okay, I don't know why I sort of just threw myself into this room and didn't actually try to like dodge them at all. That was a bad decision. But now, look at this. Boom. Beautiful. And I don't have to spend an hour every single time I want full hearts. Oh, the sword beam is so nice too. You are on track to get the speedrun world record for sure. Yeah, maybe world record for slowest Zelda playthrough ever. Most distracted Zelda playthrough. To the point where if you just watched me playing this game without any audio, you'd be so confused. Like, what is Link even doing? You'd think it was just randomly attacking, honestly. Like, it's just like a random inputs kind of thing. Oh. I really should use bombs, but I've already taken enough damage where it's not really worth it. Link just running around on a beach. Yeah, he's just living his best life, honestly. He's like, I know I inherited this great power. Or not inherited, but I know I have this great responsibility. And I need to kill Ganon because the world will die without it. But I'm done. I'm fed up. And so he just runs around on the beach. Maybe he's just taking a vacation. Maybe that's what you can think of it as. Link has had enough. This whole endeavor, experiencing all of these deaths, too much. He just needed a little vacation. I was just providing him with a much needed rest. I don't think that was a comprehensible sentence. Sanity slowly, no, quickly decreasing. Okay, no more bombs left. Why do I still have full hearts? I forgot about that. Use it to your advantage. If I can get to the next room with full hearts, that will be game changer. I will probably still die, but it would be pretty great. Nope. Nope. I had no chance there. I should have gotten out of that area a lot quicker than I did. Okay. No! I should have moved out of there. Okay. I'm not gonna survive this. Like, again, I killed one room, sure, but now I have a whole other room that I still need to survive. I forget where I need to go. Yeah, it's this room. And then look at that. Except this one's nice because it has the doorway at least, so that helps. Slightly. These Dark Knight rooms are harder than the boss rooms. That was a good double hit. Nope, 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 nope. You just have to be careful not to go to the other room because then it will reset them. No! Okay. Want to decrease it even further? Not really. Time to turn on the beeps? No, there's a reason why I turned off the beeps. The time when I defeat this Dark Nut room will be a good day. A good time. This will bring world peace. I know it. I feel deep in my 3 hearts that I should really reset because I don't know why I'm playing this with 3 hearts. I know it deep in my 1, 4, 8 hearts. My 8 hearts. I'm like a cow, except I have 8 hearts instead of 8 stomachs. Or do they have 4 stomachs? I either said something really smart or something really stupid. And I can't remember. Oh yeah, the sword beam. I keep forgetting about that. Very useful tool. That's not great. Okay. Not as good. Don't have a sword beam. Or dark nuts. Okay, let's not devolve that much. I don't need to start growling like a dog, okay? This song like triggers something in me because I hear it in a lot of YouTube videos. Not like in a bad way. I just like immediately I'm just like, oh, that song. Honestly, the sword beam might be a more useful tool than the bombs. Maybe I should just try and use that instead. And then use the bombs for the second room. Okay, YouTube decided that it didn't like the music anymore. It's okay. We can just sit in silence and contemplate our lives. Why are we here? What are we doing? Why am I in— No! No! That resets the room! Why am I here in the pickle room? Fighting blue nuts. Oh wait, it didn't reset the room. It's so nice, actually. The game decided to have mercy. At least they're not pickled nuts. Ah, they're close to it. I feel like even if you weren't stuck in a jar and pickled, eventually, if you just hung around enough pickles, you'd become a pickle. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. Yeah, the sword beam is definitely the play. Oh wait, it can go through. That's actually so good to know. It can go through the blocks. I didn't realize that. Fairy, although actually wait. I don't even need it. I already have full hearts. Wait, the sword beam is actually so crazy. Was so crazy. That's insane though. Okay, well, I know the strategy now. And it's be a coward. I will take that. So, do you think they've pickled a human? I mean, obviously I know they've sort of pickled humans before, but like the solution that they keep human or like body parts in is not pickling them. Do you think like cannibals have pickled human? Is pickling meat a thing? Like, is that something that happens? I would imagine it is. I don't see why not. But I haven't really heard of that. I want that heart. Not worth it. It is not worth it to lose all of your hearts for a heart. Why does it have so much? Why does it have so much health? Why does it have so much health? Why? I thought it was gonna die multiple times. So why does it have so many hearts? Why does it? I'm fine. How advanced of a technology is pickling anyway? Incredibly simple. They could definitely pickle meat. I just don't know how safe it would be. Like, I don't know if there's like a reason. I don't like botulism can be dangerous sometimes, but I don't know if there's like a reason why they wouldn't. I'm sure it's a thing. I just haven't heard of it. I am vegetarian though, so I'm not like a meat connoisseur. I mean, you just put the stuff in the liquid and then you close it and then you let it do its thing. I'm just gonna give up. If I can beat these dark nuts today, that is all I will ask for. I like pickled red onions. The one time I've had pickled... The one time I've had pickled plums was... they were really bad. Now, I don't think that's because pickled plums are bad. I think it's because we had just bad pickled plums that were just like not good. Like, is it even worth trying, honestly, if I don't have the sword beam? Have I proven myself that I'm not probably capable of beating it without the sword beam or like using bombs? But I would like to save the bombs for the second version. Okay. Alright, quick search. Apparently they pickled someone in... Excuse me? How did... I didn't know you could pickle things with rum. I mean, I guess. That sort of makes sense. Like, you just... Because, like, again, I think pickling is like vinegar. If I'm thinking... I might be wrong. I guess you just add some rum in it as well, and that I guess that would make sense. I'm curious if that was like just because, or if it was like they died or something and wanted it to be pickled in rum. I'm curious how that came about. Now, did they try it? Did they do a little taste test? That's the real question. Time to do research. You're like me when I'm in a Twitch chat. I'm just like constant. Someone asks a question, I'm just constantly researching. I'm just like, I need to know all the information. I never will understand people who just don't look up anything that they're interested in. Like, they have a question and they just like, oh, I don't know. And then they just move on with their life. I have to Google everything. I must know the answers to all of my questions. Like, do you not have enough curiosity to do a Google search? It might be if it sort of feels like cheating to constantly just restart like this, but it honestly is probably just like the best move. Well, I know the thing with pickling and why it's sort of like a lot of people don't pickle things at home is just because it can be sort of dangerous when you're... Anytime you're sealing anything in a jar to be sitting around for a long time is immediately not the safest thing to do because of botulism. But it's like it's fairly easy to... If you have properly sealed things, it's very easy to see if something has botulism or not, and you shouldn't eat it. Like... I should try canning things. That'd be fun. I think it's an underappreciated not art form, but thing to do. I don't need another hobby though in my life. So my gosh. I forgot to restart. I have mixed feelings about saxophone. I think it's cool and it sounds really good, like especially in songs like this. But I never really liked the saxophone when I was like in band. But I think it's just because I wasn't like it obviously everyone is still learning and not like great at their instruments or anything. That's probably just where that came from. I never really felt like it was that appealing of an instrument, but then I hear it in songs like this, I'm like, wow, that saxophone is very cool. Honestly, I think most instruments can be sort of described like that. Honestly, like there's like I do play, or I guess I played. I don't really play. I don't actively play flute right now. I played flute and piccolo, but I never really felt like that much of an attraction to any instrument. Like I never thought like, oh my gosh, I really need to learn this instrument. It's the coolest instrument ever. Where some people are like, oh my gosh, I love this instrument. I will play it for the rest of my life. I never felt like that. So just like, it's flute, I guess. I mean, I would say the one that I find the most appealing to learn is probably piano, because it's piano. You can do a lot of things with the piano. That's probably the most appealing one to learn for me, but even then, I've just never, I don't know. I like music. I like listening to music. I like playing music, but well, I found out the guy liked I found out the guy liked slavery and they pickled him because he was important at the Battle of Trafalgar. That sounds made up, but I know it's not. That sounds like a fantasy name. So it does answer the question though. He was an important person. So the pickling was not malicious. The pickling was in honor. And it's probably one of the best in ancient times. I mean, okay, I say ancient, not ancient times. That's not nearly ancient, but in the old days, pickling is probably one of the best ways to preserve a person, I would imagine. So that doesn't, like, that makes sense. That was really close. Dude. Stop evading me. I cannot do this. But I mean, honorable pickling. Excuse me, pickled in honor? You have not been listening. Yeah, the guy liked slavery, participated in a battle, so they pickled him in honor of being cool, I guess. Well, maybe not being cool, but like in that time being cool. Clean run though. I know, I still have the sword beam. Let's go. And if I'm careful in the next room with the sword beam, I shouldn't have to be even in danger at all because I have that good hiding spot. This one, I don't really have a hiding spot. The other one should be even easier, theoretically. It is a little harder to predict their movements though because there's not as many blocks that they have to go around, but honestly, honorable pickling sounds like something that would be like a translation from Japanese because a lot of the way Japanese works is like everything is like honorable something. When I first saw that, that's what I thought of. I'm just gonna like it's working. Yeah, this is really easy. This is a very easy room now because I have this hiding place. I have cracked the code. At beating them the coward's way, at least. I mean, there's definitely actual skill involved if you want to beat these properly, but I'm okay with this. I will accept it. It's in the game as a thing that exists, so I will take it. I wonder if he's still in a jar somewhere. Or in a bit, probably in a, if he got fully honorably pickled in rum, probably in more like in a barrel. I would guess someone is it's probably opened it. Honestly, it's alcohol. Someone probably opened it and drank it. It wouldn't surprise me. It would surprise me if someone ate him, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone opened it and drank it. Okay, look at that. They're gone. Now I just have to not die for the next... I think this is the whistle is here, and then I won't have to fight them ever again, because the only reason you would ever need to fight them is get the whistle. I need the whistle. The only reason you need to fight them is to get the whistle. So once you get the whistle, you don't need to go through these rooms again. Thank God. Oh, I'm free. I'm free. And all I needed the whole time was the sword beam. Well, I feel fairly confident in my ability to do the rest of this now. I didn't even have to use any of my bombs. Crazy. Freedom, peace, calm. My mind is clear. It's not really a change from normal, but okay, we're not going to talk about the fact that I just lost the heart. That's not a thing that happened. Okay, it is good for me to have bombs here though, because then I can blow up the walls. And it should be probably down, I would assume. No? Oh wait, can you? I might have come in here already before, actually. I don't think you can blow up any of the walls. Oh, okay, you can. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. I'm fairly certain... I'm not sure if there is a way to get 12 bombs in this game. There might be a way to get a bigger inventory. I'm not sure if that's what he's trying to say. But I will do it just to see what happens, because I don't remember. Oh, okay, yeah. So he increases your bomb capacity. That is really good. Definitely worth it. And now I never have to come over here again. They just buried him when he got to England. Lame. That is lame. I mean, I don't really know what else they would do. I guess take him out and like cut him into pieces and put him in a museum or something. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't really have a reason to do that because they have plenty of human bodies that they can choose from to put in a museum if they really wanted to put a human body in a museum. I feel like that's probably the best ending you could get. I just imagine he's like in the barrel curled up like a little baby. Fetal position barrel. It has to be a very big barrel if you want to actually pickle someone. Although, to be fair, when you do die, your body fluids tend to come out, so you do probably get like a lot smaller. Well, you get very bloated at first, but I would imagine they wouldn't let him like bloat and everything. They would probably put him directly into the pickling fluid. So, yeah, actually, I don't know. Yeah, they probably, I mean, they probably should have drained some of his body fluids first and then put him in the pickling solution, but not let him get to the point where he's starting to decompose and like bloat. That would be the best way to do it. But anyways, I think it's for the best that he just got buried and nothing happened. Okay. So you have to kill all of these, and then I think you might have to fight the dig doggers to get to the next area. I can't remember. Actually, I think, yeah, I don't know. I think you can just go past, actually. I don't think you have to fight them. Ah, okay, wait. So then I just have to go. I'm fairly certain you don't have to. I think it's just to get the map or the compass or something. Isn't it so nice to see other rooms of this dungeon? Actually explore new I mean, I've already been here, but to explore new sections, to see new enemies instead of these blue, awful abominations. Don't even talk to me. Red. I hate them too. They're not as bad, but I hate them as well. They have dinos in Zelda? The way that you said that makes it feel very like a very childish pleasure of like, oh my gosh, dinos. Yes, they have dinos in this game. I don't think there are dinos in any of the other Zelda games, but I could be wrong because I haven't played most of them. But I'm fairly certain they're in just this game. But yes, they have dinos. And I have to kill the dinos. This just in. Link is the one who robbed all of the grave sites in ancient Egypt and killed all of the mummies and then made the dinosaurs go extinct. Okay. This is not the boss. Wait, this is the boss. Wait, I think the Triforce piece is marked by the compass, so I think this is actually the boss, probably. That would make sense. I think, yeah, you need the whistle for this. And then I think you just attack it normally with, like... Bro, that was the whole fight. That's insane. That's insane. Anyways. That's the boss. Like I said. Like I have been saying. The Dark Nuts are the hardest part of this game. The boss fights are not very hard, at least most of them. I mean, that dino one, that like green dino one that was at the beginning is sort of hard, but like I actually think that one's probably the easiest boss in the game out of all of the bosses. I don't remember having any trouble with it at all. But yay! Yippee! I should have played the triumphant music. Well, that's fine. We did it! Here's a reminder of the actual music we could be listening to. Yay! It feels like even the overworld music feels fairly triumphant. I am quite pleased with that. And that means that the worst rooms in the game are done, as far as I'm aware. I think there's one more with like blue guys, but I think that's the last one. And I know there is the one with the witches that attack you, which are pretty bad as well, but nothing is as bad as those guys. Okay. I am quite pleased with that. Link personally rode the meteor to kill the dinos. Honestly, he would. That is something Link would do, honestly. Actually, it would probably be Kirby, because you know like how Kirby rides on the star, but we don't need to talk about that. Banger. Would definitely not get tired of it after hours of being stuck with the nuts. Yeah. The nuts have an overwhelming amount of power. Oh wait, that's what— oh, I was very confused what that noise was. That's the, when you play the flute, that's the sound it makes. The boss could not handle the sound of beautiful music. Anyways, I don't remember where the next dungeon is. I think it's dungeon 6. I think I went to dungeon 6 and then I realized I needed the flute, and then I went back to dungeon 5 to go get the flute, and that's why I was there. I think I did find dungeon 6. Wait, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways. Stop it. There we go. Anyways. with this awesome banger that we only have to listen to for a few minutes and not hours on end. Just a few minutes. I am actually going to leave, and I'm leaving. I'm out. No. I'm going to head out. It has been 3 hours of pain, but I did beat the dungeon, and next time, I think next time I play this game, if I really commit myself, well, it's still 3 dungeons. That's probably too much. I think in 2 more streams, this game will be done, and I can move on to the second game, which is even more painful than the first game. Yay! I know I hate on it a lot, but I do like this game. It's fun. Actual short stream? Yeah, I have been streaming shorter, more. I don't know. It does get tiring to play for a long time. I feel like this is just a good note. I'm not that tired right now, but I feel like it's a good note to end off on. Debating the dungeon. Finally, no more suffering. Peace. Calm. Link is happy. He caused a mass extinction event. All is right with the world. 3 hours of triumph and pickling. We love the pain. You think getting pickled to death would be pain? I mean, if you could breathe underwater, do you think getting pickled to death would be an awful death? I think getting pickled to death would be pretty bad. I mean, like, because you have to ignore the fact that you would drown first. Well, okay, no. What if you don't put your head in and it's just the rest of your body? What would happen? Like, you would just, like, that would be really bad, actually. No, let's not think about that. Let's move on. Let's just have a good rest of our days and nights. We don't need to consider it. Anyways. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your night. Don't be pickled alive. Be careful. The pickling monsters will get you. Pickled alive. That feels like a achievement in like a game. I don't know. I doubt that exists, but it would be a good achievement. Like we were just playing around, and then there's a giant vat of like pickling liquid, and then you get stuck in the pickling liquid, and then you die, and then you get an achievement for it. But like it's really hard to get into the pickling liquid. You have to like break the game to get into the pickling liquid. I would be entertained by that personally. Anyways. Goodbye. And I probably will stream again this week. I don't know what I'll be playing, but I probably will. I do think that will happen, so. Just the sudden cutoff of the music was so funny to me. Anyways.